over. Good afternoon, Anime Week in Atlanta. How y'all doing? Did you manage to find all the Hololive words? Awesome, awesome. All right, we got a... Fair enough. We got a lot of content today, so we're gonna start right into the intro video. Once again, good afternoon, Anime Week in Atlanta. We got a great crowd tonight. All right, I'm curious about something. Who here loves idols? Awesome. Hey, actually, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. And who here loves Hololive? And who here feels good to be here? It's pretty good, but we're Anime Week in Atlanta. I think we can do harder than that. What do you think, Dizzy? All right. Let me hear who feels amazing to be here.
Yeah!
All right. We'd like to hear. And who here wants to hear Ustada Pekara laugh? Feel good. Feel good. Feel good. Feel good. Feel good. Feel good.
Is there another? There's one. Wait, there's
Feel good. Feel good.
yeah, two.
Feel good. Fat boys acting up in a streamer's chair. They just have to watch. Yeah, she plays Minecraft.
Is that yours?
So while you watch your stream, it's apparent you see your man have a girlfriend because you're such a weak. You got a new obsession, she's a virtual wife. A pair is such a bond, for that's what no lie. And all I wanna see is my idol she. Her streams, I never miss it, so I don't get sleep, yo. Idols on the stream, sing forever, stream by stream. Spend it all on merchandise, we just simply fall. And get the forever loving free, just call me a guy to believe. Idols on the stream, does everybody sing? Super Jeffy thirst trap, curse breath, open up first trap. Ladies, open mind that it's my real time attack. Shoot at my usual page. Now the rap is for new age. Watch me overcome it. Ha 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 ha! Yo, in the group, this 2B, with 2D, you in the street. I hate you what we're creeping, but with 2D, you kill the me. We'll get you, Mara, until you at the hair and make your neurons activate. Ha 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 ha! Feel good. Feel good. Feel good. Feel good.
You're missing the arrows.
Let me see what you have.
Those on the street, sing forever, street by street. Spend it all on merchandise, we just sing fall. Forever love and free, just call me a guy to go with. Idols on the street, does everybody sing? Don't stop sipping, keep power walls shrinking, after degenerate. Ha 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 ha! Don't stop sipping, keep power walls shrinking, watch the way I graduate. Ha 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 ha! Feel good. Feel good. Feel good. Feel good. Hello, and we're in Atlanta. Once again, this is the Hololive fan panel, Crossing the Streets, and we are your hosts. I'm Meller. I'm an illustrator with 20 years of experience, about 4 years of experience as a VTuber fan. I've drawn for various VTuber-related events, thumbnails, streams, and also presented panels on a number of other subjects and a number of other cons. I am so happy to be joined by my good friend Dizzy. Dizzy, go.
So I'm Dizzy, that's what I go by online. My name's John, don't care which one you use either one. If you see that art on my P card there, that art may look familiar if you've been to the Itasha showcase, because that total car is mine. Woo! If you need convincing that I'm insane, there you go.
Hell yeah. So, you might be wondering what this panel is about. Well, we're going to go over a number of topics here. First, a brief history of idols, talk a bit about Hololive in general, and then we'll get into the Hololive concert, which is being held at this convention. Talk a bit about some of the talents who are performing there. I'll also give you a very basic introduction to cause and wanted to help you prepare for the concert. There will also be a quiz in time allowing. There is something we call Q&A, which you'll find out what that means. So, get right into it. There's all kinds of idols out there, and talking about all the various kinds of idols could be a panel in itself, honestly. But suffice to say that idols have been around since around the late 60s, 70s in Japan, but of course they're known and loved all over the world today. You got all kinds of idols out there. There's real idols, there's anime idols such as you see it in anime like Macross, Megazone 23, Sinful Gear, and so on. There's also, what's interesting is there's also 2.5D idols, like in Love Live, Idolmaster, Banlori, D4DJ, and so on. So called because in those franchises, the idols are both characters, but the voice actresses are also idols in themselves. So you have a cross between the 2D, that is fictional, and 3D, that is real aspect of the idol, hence 2.5D idols. And what's really exciting about 2.5D idol franchises is that you can connect with the characters on more than one level, right? Both as a character that you can, admire and draw art of and buy merch of and all that good stuff, but also as a person who you can draw inspiration from and relate to on a personal level. And I think that VTubers really capture that same multi-level appeal. There's also, of course, virtual idols such as Vocaloid, Hatsune Miku, and so on. Of course, Hatsune Miku has had a number of successful concerts in the US and elsewhere, which goes to show that it's possible to have really thrilling idol performances even without having physical presence necessarily. Which brings us to VTubers. Is anyone, and I do mean anyone, who uses a real-time animated avatar to create online video content. They're typically anime-style avatars, and they typically do things like sing, play games, draw, but of course there's all kinds of VTubers out there making all kinds of content. However, some of the best-known early VTubers, such as Kizuna Ai, Kaguya Luna, Hina Hina, and so on, were idols, which brings us to Hololive. Now, some of you may not know this, but Cover Corporation, the company behind Hololive, was not originally an entertainment company, but rather a tech company. And Hololive actually began around 2017 as a promotion for the motion capture streaming software that Cover was selling at that time. Of course, Hololive has, since that time, grown significantly, especially with English-speaking talents like Akai Hato, Kiryu Koko, and so on, and with the efforts of fan clippers and translators. Hololive gained a lot of popularity and really became Cover's main business. So as of now, as of March of this year, Hololive had 85 members with an aggregate 88.4 million YouTube subscriptions between them. So it's really become kind of a cultural phenomenon in its own. But what is it that Hololive members do? Well, in addition to streaming a wide variety of content, Hololive members had a variety of events and concerts and have had collaborations with franchises and creators all over the world. Just here we have the LA Dodgers. Was anyone at that? Yeah! Oh yeah.
And they won the World Series.
Yep, that they did. Gura personally led the Dodgers to victory.
She made a few phone calls.
Yep. Fair enough. The Dodgers, we have Idolmaster, Cinderella Girls. Any IMAX fans here? Hell yeah. There's literally like 5 of us. Arthur Lang, yes, on this slide there was Arthur Lang, Hideo Kojima, and Nissin Kapron, among others. Hololive also has had a number of events, including Connect the World, last year. Breaking Dimensions this year. The Hololive Super Expo, which is held every year at Makari Messe, and a variety of others. And some of you might be wondering, why would I want to go and see a VTuber concert? I mean, isn't it just the same thing as viewing a karaoke stream or something at home? But what's interesting about Hololive concerts is the way that they kind of composite the crowd shots with the performance model in real time to really complete the illusion of having a live concert with everyone present. And we'll show you an example. Bonus thigh shot for y'all. In addition to concerts, Hololive has also appeared at a great number of events and conventions all over the world, including Crunchyroll Expo, Anime Expo, Offline Expo, Anime NYC, Hololive Super Expo, the dedicated Hololive convention again. And this convention, I know that it may come as a surprise to some of you, but the Hololive events and con appearances not only give fans a chance to meet their favorite talents at meet and greet events and things like that, but also a chance to meet other fans and become part of really this worldwide community. Dizzy, I know that you've made a number of international friends through Hololive, right?
I have multiple Japanese friends that are at this convention because of Hololive, that I met through Hololive specifically.
Yeah, I see you.
One of them's in the crowd back there, one of them's up here.
Oh, we got JP in here?
Yep. All right. Can we get a hand for all the JP Niki? Love it.
That's a long flight, boys.
That it is. And Hololive, of course, has a very strong, active fan community. Many Hololive fans are involved in cosplaying, drawing, making a variety of fan content, ranging from video shorts like this one.
I listen to Dale. Yo, fit lady. Very nice mod. Why is she in a card shop? yes, I'll buy the box. Holy shoot! Oh no, my glasses came off. Oh no. 메가네가 하늘이졌다, 고롱졌다.
And also a variety of Hololive fan games, such as Holocure in the top right, and others show them on the bottom right. Many of these games are free to play and in fact have been streamed by the talents themselves. So it's really kind of a two-way street where a lot of Hololive members themselves come from creative backgrounds, creative communities. And so for a lot of Hololive members, they really enjoy getting fan content, and I think really do their best to reciprocate their fans' devotion and dedication.
I listen to Dale.
Welcome. So, Hololive has really, I think, helped make its fans' lives better in a number of ways. How many people here have started a new hobby, whether that be cosplaying or drawing or whatever, because of Hololive? A lot of people. That's awesome. Hololive has also introduced a number of people to Idol eventing culture, going to Idol concerts. How many people? How many people here first started going to Idol concerts because of Hololive? That's a lot of you. That's awesome. And of course, as we discussed, Hololive has helped fans to create friendships that cross the world, transcend national boundaries, and things like that. And to show you another example of how Hololive has the potential to change fans' lives, let's watch this clip here.
Aki, if you hear me, we love you!
I love you too!
And we love today's costume. My costume is Cookie Rose, which is Aki's stand. Thank you, Hololive. I used to be in a very bad situation in the past, and problems, but at some point, Hololive actually gave me a point to leave and actually gave me a light to go through and keep going. So thank you, everyone in Hololive. Thank you, Aki Rosenthal. We love you. Thank you. Cheers.
本当にね、この動画を見たときにごめん。すごいパワーをもらったし、今まで頑張ってきてよかったなって。
Let's hear it for Aki Rose and Jimmy Week Shooter.
We stand Jimmy in this house.
Oh yeah. So as we go through the rest of this presentation, I'd like you all to think about two things. First, think about how Hololive has improved your life. And second, think about how you, yes, you, can help make your Hololive Oshi's life better. Because we're all in this together. The talents, the fans, the staff, all together are creating a truly unique way to experience idols. Now,
Aki, do you hear me?
oops. At this time, we'd like to talk a bit about the talents who will be performing at the Hololive concert tomorrow. So the first talent to be performing at the concert is Ozki from Hololive Japan, Generation Zero. She is a virtual diva and was formerly a member of Inonaka Musical of Koshimachi Suisei before Inonaka was absorbed into Hololive. As you might have seen previously, Ozki has had 4 very visually distinct designs. She's also known for her geometric skills as well as her wife skills, and is occasionally depicted with yandere traits. She's also one of the most prolific musicians in Hololive. As at the time that I created this presentation, she had 60 original songs and 88 covers on her YouTube channel. So our next talent is...
Guys, get on the phone. You walk around and walk on it.
The next talent performing at the concert tomorrow is Tsunemaki Watame from Hololive Japan Generation 4. She's a sheep bard who's well known for her weekly karaoke streams and dreams of doing a concert at the Budokan. She is often eaten by other members, but it's okay because she also responds in 8 seconds. She's of course also known as Wataoji, or approximately Old Man Watame, due to her interest in girls' armpits and side boobs and panties. She also likes to eat potato chips on stream, and she did nothing wrong. Our next talent is our next talent is, of course, Takanashi Kiara from Hololive English Myth, the Phoenix and manager of Kiara Fried Phoenix. She is, in addition to being an idol, a very passionate idol fan herself, and worked as an idol previous to joining Hololive. She is a native German speaker, which also makes her the first Hololive member whose first language is not Japanese or English. She is fluent in Japanese, English, and German, and has done language tutoring streams for her fellow members. She's also the host of Holo Talk, which is a video series where she interviews other Hololive talents. Finally, Kiara is a big fan of women, and is known for her close relationships with other VTubers, such as Mori Kalagi, Talia Ray, Crazy Ollie, Here's Ravencroft, Mid Phantom, and probably some others we don't know about.
We would literally be here all day if we was happening.
Oh yeah.
We would just not go home tonight. Nope.
Franchise needs to be shut down for multiple health and safety violations.
This is true. And next talent is So the next talent for the project is Nina Mai Inamis from Hololive English Myth. Ina is, as you saw, an accomplished artist who had many years of experience as a professional illustrator before joining Hololive. In fact, she's done various official art for the company. She is also Hololive's Ami brand ambassador. She has a shrine at the Ami store in Akihabara Radio Kaikon and did a recent stream showing off her favorite collection. She's also a devoted fan of the Fate series. Any Fate fans here? Hell yeah. And as she's streamed games like Fate Grand Order and Fate Samurai Remnant, her fans are also called Takanachi, from the Japanese word for octopus. She is known for her extreme fondness for puns, as well as her occasional cooking and baking streams. So that's Ina, and our next talent is...
bowl cut.
What do you mean, your Machima?
So, the next culture is Tacos Bales, also known as Bay for short. Along with the former Hololive member Tsukumo Sana, she's the first Hololive member from Australia, and is well known for her lack of familiarity with technology and pop culture from the 2000s and earlier, such as pagers, the GameCube. Anything else?
Cassette decks, I remember came up in that
Cassette
period.
decks, yes.
Yeah, I remember that one too.
She's
And
a-
Walkman, Sony Walkmans came up too.
That's right. She's also a big fan of coffee and is known for her friendly rivalry with Cecilia Immergreen of Hololive Justice, who of course loves tea. They also speaks English, Japanese, Cantonese, and Korean. And also Jay Domiso. So that's Bay, and our next talent is...
It's pulling you on your face, the big disgrace.
Yeah.
All over the place, singing.
We will rock you. We will rock you.
So this is Hoshinaka Muna from Hololive Indonesia. She is a former magazine model and is known for her dancing ability and alluring poses. She is said to have two personalities, the kindly human Muna and the sadistic moon goddess Hoshinova. As you saw, she often hosts unarchived English karaoke streams. She's also a very avid Minecraft player who works hard to support other Hololive members such as Pekara, and played a key role in building up the various Hololive Minecraft servers. But it wasn't all, fun and games for Muna. Early in her career, actually, she streamed over mobile data and sometimes even from her car.
Yeah.
So she's come quite a long way. That's Muna. And last, but certainly not least, is...
You should never say that. I'm not gonna say anything because I want Kobo to keep making those
And the last Hololive talent for the concert is Hanaru Kobo from Hololive Indonesia. She is a rain shaman and a singer-songwriter who's written all of her own, I believe all of her original songs, right?
I don't actually know off the top of my head, but it wouldn't surprise me because Kobo's insane.
Well, fortunately, there are no fact checkers here, so I'm just going to say that she's written all of her original songs and composed some of them as well.
As of now, she has.
Yep. She's also one of the few Hololive Indonesia members who streams primarily in Indonesia and is also the most popular member of Hololive Indonesia. As this month, she has 2.6 million subscribers on YouTube, I believe. She also has a number of pets, including a corgi, 2 ship gliders, 2 Venus flytraps, and a pitcher plant. And she is often seen as kind of the baby figure of Hololive, with Mori Calliope being her father figure, and either Takanashi Kiara or Roshan Marin being her mother figure, depending on who you ask.
She's trying to get
Pokémon does.
Instagram.
Pokémon does.
But now that you clearly know everything there is to know about all of your talents who are performing tomorrow, we'd like to help you out with preparing for the concert by going over a few basic what and calls. Now,
Do you want to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, I am the one that's here to talk to you about concerts today, okay? So, quick show of hands. Who here has never been to a Hololive concert before? Oh, lordy, okay. All right. So, this part of the panel is for you guys, okay? Because I was in your position once, okay? I went to my first Hololive concert and I had no idea what I was doing, all right? So, we're here to talk about that. We're going to talk about just some simple calls, simple pen light movements, and things to do to help you enjoy the concert better, okay? I actually forget what the next thing was.
yeah, well,
So what we're talking about today is the simple stuff. We're not talking about this, okay?
yeah, that's the other panel.
Yeah. This is awesome, right? But I can't do this, all right? So if this is something that interests you, I would encourage you to check it out. There were some, I don't know if there's any more proper Gay panels at the con today.
I don't know if there's any more.
But there was one yesterday, I know. Yeah, but check it out if it interests you. I would encourage you to, but I can't do this, so we don't have time for that today. So next one. This is what we're talking about, right? Simple stuff, right? Just having a good time at the concert, following the crowd, basically. So next one.
Yeah, before that, just to talk briefly about gear for what there's pen lights, which are battery-operated lights, and you can freely change the color. There's a couple of different styles out there. Dizzy, I believe you have the King Blade style on you.
Yes, this is official Hololive pen light, but it is the King Blade style with the buttons on the bottom.
Yep.
But you have others like his that have buttons on the side.
Yep.
There's like 1,000 brands out there. You can find incredibly cheap ones. You can find incredibly expensive ones.
So either way, make sure that you have your wrist strap on, because the last thing you want to do is throw your pen light across the concert hall. And there's also chemical lights for, is it silence?
You know, I don't know actually. I always just call them UOs, even if they're not orange. But yeah, these are called UOs, short for ultra orange. You saw how bright they got when I cracked them, but they're temporary, right? You crack them like regular glow sticks, and they glow super bright, and then they fade.
Yeah, just a couple of minutes usually. So you usually save them for the most intense part of the song,
Yeah.
your favorite song or whatever. Though you didn't use from me, but they can last a good bit longer than 2 minutes if you have them in a very cold environment, like inside a drink.
Yes. However, what I should know is that at most Hololive concerts in Japan, you're not supposed to have these. So do bear that in mind if you ever go to Japan. Don't be obnoxious, okay? Don't be the annoying foreigner, okay? But here, as far as I'm aware, at SOAR, they're okay. So if you have some and you want to use them tomorrow, as far as I'm aware, you can go for it.
Some UOs are battery powered.
Yes, there are also battery powered ones. They don't quite get as bright, but they're battery powered, so they'll last as long as your battery does.
So, a few basic
Yes, so before we get into some practice, we're going to just talk about a few basic moves. So kind of the most basic one that you'll see, I mean, you saw a lot of people doing this when we were doing the music, is just a simple shoulder pump, right? And in Japanese, they call this furi, right? So you'll hear other variations of this called like something furi, but it's some variation on a simple shoulder pump, right? And a lot of stuff you see the crowd doing is just kind of a variation on this. So you just kind of pump your shoulder in time with the music and follow the crowd. The next one was, right, so you saw us doing also a little bit of this, right? So if the music is a little bit slower, or it's kind of like an emotional part of the song, you might do a little bit of this, right? Trick that I've learned, if you are dual wielding, I see a couple of you guys dual wielding, trick that I've learned is if it's a long song where you're doing this the whole song, your shoulder gets worn out way faster than you expect. Trick that I've learned is to, if you have two pen lights, raise one, and then the other. One, and then the other. It gives each shoulder a little bit of rest, and you can last a lot longer that way. And then variation on furi is kind of a low-high, right? So you go with the beat. Usually what I try to do is I try to hit the high on the snare. So you'll hear the snare drum in the music. So when you hit the high on the snare, that's typically what you want to do. Sometimes the crowd doesn't do it. Generally speaking, it's better to follow the crowd, but that's what I try to go for, especially if the crowd is following me, I go for the snare. And And then this one is called PPH footy, which is a combination of the slow raise kind of, and then the normal fist, the normal pump, right? So it's like yeah, exactly. So you slow raise and then do a footy, right? Exactly. Oh, hi, exactly. And then I think that was all of them. Yeah, okay. The other one that you'll see is what's called fura footy. And the reason it's called fura footy is because you go hoo-ah when you do it, okay? So you're hoo-ah, 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 hoo-ah. Yeah, exactly. And we also have some chants. Yes. Yeah, so the basic one is hi, 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 hi. Right, exactly. Perfect. And then, okay, so this one is more of an interjection. Hi, 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 you'll do when there's like a break in the lyrics, right? When they're not singing and there's just like an intermission, right? Sometimes with this one, what you'll do is you'll, at like the end of the line during the lyrics, you go, whoo, right? That's when you'll do that. Again, usually the crowd knows, follow the crowd if you don't know the calls for the songs. Most songs have simple enough calls that like after the first chorus, you can pick it up.
Yep. Just like an elementary school choir, just follow everyone else.
And then we just talked about the fura footy, right? That's hoo-ah, hoo-ah, right? So those are kind of the three basic ones that you're going to need for our practice song here in a minute. Yep.
Songs will have like specific band chant guides.
Yes, yeah. So there are resources online if you want to look up a specific song. Unfortunately, I do not have any on me. But again, most songs are simple enough that you can usually just pick it up if you just like listen to it enough, or like watch some practice videos. Like a lot of them also have like practice videos online where they'll have the calls like in the subtitles for you to practice with. So that's also something you can use if you want to get some practice in.
Yeah, and we'll get that in just a moment. If you're in any fan discords or whatever, a lot of fan groups put together call guides, pen light guides, and things like that in advance of concerts. Like if you want to do something special, like a pen light rainbow or whatever, or there's specific calls for the songs that are being sung.
And I believe is the next one
The practice?
the practice slide. Yes. Okay. So all right, hold on. I'm not done talking. Let me talk. Yeah, you're right. I did. Go away. Stop it. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll get to it. So this, for those of you who are not familiar, oh shoot, we lost the projector. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we're good. For those of you who are not familiar, this is Shiny Smiley Story. Okay, this is kind of considered the anthem of Hololive, right? It's
pretending not to know.
It's most of you probably know it, but this is the one you will see this song at almost any concert that you go to, including Soar Tomorrow. As far as I'm aware, and Castor, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong here. I know you went to some of the ones in Southeast Asia, but as far as I know, Shiny Smiley Story has showed up at every Soar event, I believe. So, including, I know it was in New York, I know it was in Jakarta, and I'm pretty sure it was in Singapore as well. So, yeah. So you're going to see this one tomorrow. Okay. So if there's anyone that you should learn, it's this one because the calls make it way more fun. So this is a practice video off of YouTube an official practice video that they made. So if you want to practice, you can go find this on YouTube. But for now, we're going to practice ourselves here right now. So if you know it, I want y'all to follow along. Okay.
All right, we good?
Yeah. Here's a move. That snare, right? That's too much kanji, I can't read that, I'm sorry.
The video got going. Keep going. Keep going.
So as you can see, most of these songs, I did not practice this. I picked this up just because I'm insane and went to too many Hololive concerts. And it shows up at every concert. So most of this stuff you can pick up on your own without like doing a ton of like crazy dedicated study. It's not that hard. So, you know, if you want to look up songs and do some practice, I would encourage you to do that. But because knowing the calls makes it a lot more fun. But if you go to enough concerts, you'll pick stuff up.
Yep. So, who's feeling ready for the concert? Awesome. So we have about 10 minutes left. But who's ready to win some prizes? We have an extremely hard Hololive quiz prepared for you. So, we can see some hands if we could. First question, what's Shirvanilla's cup size? I think you were first in the curling method. K is correct. Just for fun, what does K stand for? Excellent. Come get a sticker. Thanks. Question 2, which, all right. I think you and the purple were first. Yes. Taco Bell's correct. I'm gonna propose. Yeah, thanks. Question 3. Yes, in the red? Yes, with 3 S's. Dizzy, are you okay there? No. I appreciate the honesty. That guy in the red. Question 4. If 9 Hololive members can sing Shiny Smiley Story in 4 minutes, how long will it take 27 Hololive members? Yes, you with orange pen light. 4 minutes is correct. If you could come up, that'd be great. Question 5. Why is Jose Ramel's nickname Vampire? Yes, you in the front. Yes, he was banned from YouTube for showing too much cleavage, unfortunately. Literally 1984, come in price, by the way.
Question 6. What is the name of your
Hey, someone
yes,
blurted that.
in the purple penlight? White, yes. Kurokami is correct. Bros. It's all good. Question number 7. All right. We got a lot. Yes, TJ.
Hey.
A is actually not correct. Anybody else? Someone want to help me? Yes.
It's B.
B. Santa Claus Bush Baby is correct.
It's a monkey.
Question number 8. On your way to a Hololive concert, you encounter Fuwa and Makoko Biscard guarding 2 doors. One door leads to the concert, the other to certain doom. One of the 2 twins will always tell the truth, and the other will always lie, but you do not know which is which. Asking only one question to one of the 2 twins. Now can you find a way to the Hololive concert? Yes.
If I were to ask you who is the liar, what would the other person say?
That is very close. Can you expand on that a bit?
So basically, if you ask that question, and if the person telling the truth, the person telling the truth will say who the liar is, while the person lying will say that the other person. Wait, hold on.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook.
So, if I were to ask, like, what would the other person say if I asked them who is the liar, the person telling the truth would have to think like the liar and say that the person telling the truth is the liar.
You are so close. Just refine the question a tiny bit. Because we're trying to find the correct door.
And then the liar will say like the liar will think like the truther, and then she'll lie and say that the person telling the truth is
You know what?
Maybe don't let him cook.
Yes, do you want to help him out?
Yeah, I wanted to say it's the one by Mokoko.
So, the answer we were looking for is something, there's a few different answers to this one. The one we were looking for was, if I were to ask the other twin which door they would say is correct, what would they say? But that was close enough. You know, give them both prizes. We're generous here. You good? This was a tough one. I don't think anyone's gotten it completely correct. Yeah, all these battles that this question had. Question number 9. What is Robert McNair's favorite pizza topping? Yes, CC?
D.
D is correct. All right. Last question, and read this one carefully. Iago is a one-sided river with Matsuri, Fubuki, Watami, and a bag of chips. Iago is a boat carrying 2 people or 1 person eating the chips. If Iago is Matsuri loves Fubuki, the 2 will run away together. If Iago leaves Fubuki loves Watami, Fubuki will eat Watami. If Iago leaves Watami loves the chips, Watami will eat the chips. The chips are easily crushed and can only be carried across the river once. What is the fewest number of trips required for Iago to get to the other side? Anyone? 1 is correct. I never said anything about others getting to the other side.
Nothing about breaking the others across.
So, normally this time you would do questions, answers, and art, but I see we have 5 minutes left. So, well, you know, we can take like.
I have a question.
Yes.
That last question. Did you get that from a RuneScape quest? So there's a quest in RuneScape that has a puzzle just like that.
If you want me to be honest, I actually got it from Umi Echo.
Oh, okay.
Any Umi Echo fans?
Let's go!
All right. Any audience questions? We can take like 1 maybe. Yes.
Do you know if the line for the concert is going to be separated by the tickets, or is it just going to be one match?
That's information that I heard. I think God's supposed to line up at 11 o'clock.
Typically it is. You'll line up if you have a gold ticket. You'll line up earlier, and then they let all of gold in, and then they'll let all of silver in, and then they'll let all of bronze or GA in, right? So it's kind
I
of
believe so. Yes, make sure you check your ticket.
Well, do you mean the lines are separate?
Yeah.
Yeah, they will be.
Okay. Oh, by
Yeah,
tier?
or it'll either be that or it'll be time based.
Yeah.
I'm not, you should probably ask con staff about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
But either way, like as long as you show up, I forget what the time is for gold exactly.
I think
It's 11:30.
Okay, yeah. So as long as you show up by the time your ticket is, then you'll be good, and I'm sure staff will direct you from there.
Yeah, good question. Thanks.
We got one more if we got time. I saw somebody.
One more, but that's it.
Okay, I saw him in the back first.
I got a weird question. I have a terrible bladder. Am I allowed to leave the concert hall for a minute to go to the bathroom, or am I gonna like screwed out of coming back in?
That's a better question for staff for sure. I think if I remember right in New York, they didn't let us back in if you left, if I remember right. But it's going to be different at every con. Yeah, everything's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, I would ask staff. Anyway, we do have one last song before we go. Read my super screamer. Read my super screamer. Read my super screamer. And all the idols say I'm pretty fly for a Kai guy. Each needs some Yamaroku not a hot. You know it's kinda hard when you don't know Japanese. Our subject isn't cool, cause he's such a fucking weeb. He may not have a clue what she's trying to say, but that won't stop him from watching her streams every day. So please translate this clipper page. You know he really doesn't get it anyway. He's gonna watch her stream and post some memes. He's not okay. He's not okay. So if you don't know how to speak Nihongo, at least you know you can always call him if we go. The world needs weeaboo, so hey, watch out on the street. Read my super streamer. Read my super streamer. Read my super streamer. And all the idols say I'm pretty fine for a guy. He sees a cute girl and he thinks that she's his wife, but he didn't understand what she said. She's going live. Now tipping for his wife, and he sends her a super chat. But if she knew what he said, she would hit him with a bat. So please translate this clipper bait. You know he really doesn't get it anyway. He's gonna watch her stream and post some memes. He's not okay. He's not okay. So if you don't know how to speak Nihongo, at least you know you can always call it with me code. The world loves weeaboo, so hey, watch out on the street. Now he's watching her stream, yeah, he's on the YouTube feed. He tried to call her cute, but he called her kawaii. Pretend he's trying too hard and he's gonna get banned. But in his own mind, he's her greatest fan. Read the super streamer. Read the super streamer. Read the super streamer. Each knee, some young Roku Nada hot. So please translate this clipper page. You know he really doesn't get it anyway. He's gonna watch her stream and post some memes. He's not okay. He's not okay. So if you don't know how to speak Nihongo, at least you know you can always call it with me code. The world needs weeaboo, so the world loves weeaboo, so let's get some more weeaboos. Yeah, hey, watch it out of stream. Before we go, we do have a few ads. There is a Hololive cover group, I believe it was, dance performance. Hologram goes live in 15 minutes at the Idol stage. There's also the photo shoot that I think you're hosting, right?
Yeah, if you're cosplaying or you have any Hololive gear or just want to hang out with fans, come to the photo shoot meetup. It's going to be fun, I promise.
Yeah, and that's at 3 o'clock today at the Hall C covered stairs.
Yeah, there's a map on the website of the cosplay spots. We're spot 5. So if you need help finding it, just ask for cosplay spot 5.
Spot 5, covered stairs in this building. And finally, I'm sure you don't need us to tell you, but there's a Hololive concert tomorrow.
Wait,
No, wait.
So might see some of you at the concert. Until then, there's QR codes if you want to follow us on social media or whatever. We do have, I think there's a few stickers left over and some cards if you want some.
We got a ton of stickers up here. If you guys want some, come get them.
Yeah. And keeping it a great audience.
Thanks for coming again.